Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new, my name is Mike and I'm a first year PhD student at UCLan. Today I'm going to be giving you guys some tips on MMI interviews and how to tackle them. So stay tuned, like and subscribe, share this video with your friends and to any other person you know that is applying. And yeah, let's dive into the video. So guys, my number one tip on tackling an MMI is this. Treat an MMI as a normal interview. Now, there are some skills, some extra skills that you need to have in order to tackle an MMI, which are not required in a normal interview. But 90% of the skills you need in an MMI is the same set of skills you need in an interview. So just change your mindset of an MMI, just view it as an interview divided into multiple stations, so many interviews. That's the reason why it's called MMI. So I'm basically saying is that all the resources you find on YouTube, for example, on general interview, can be used for MMI. So you can watch those videos, learn from there, and those skills you get from there, that's the same skills that will apply for your MMI interview. So guys, my number two tip is this. Before going for your interview, read the instructions sent to you by universities. Now, I don't know if all universities do this, but I know that definitely most of them do it. They send you an email containing information on the day, the date, the location of the interview, what type of interview, how many stations are there, the amount of time per each station, and the dress code, the set of skills they're looking for, and some of them will send you some tips and information. So read this, familiarize yourself with it. So you want to, when you answer your questions, you want to build your answers to fit those skills. You want to show them that those skills they're looking for, you have them. So make sure you follow the instructions given to you. So tip number 3, guys, is this: turn up early. Now, I'm very guilty of this. I'm always late to everywhere, and I should stop doing that, and I'm working on it. But for interview, make sure you turn up early, because this can show how professional you are, how serious you are. And this professionalism is what you're gonna take with you to a clinical setting. Another thing is this: coming early helps you get prepared mentally. So for example, myself, anytime I'm going for an exam or an interview, I need time to prepare myself mentally. So sometimes if I come late and I go straight to the room to write my exam or my interview, it takes me time to get ready, to get into what I'm doing. So coming early can give you that time just to get ready, to keep your emotions in check, because obviously you might be nervous. So if you come early, you can meet other people, you can talk to them, you can familiarize yourself with the environment, and you can have time just to lower your heart rate, calm down, just go through your head what you have to say, get prepared, maybe have a cup of coffee, have a cup of water, and just get ready mentally and physically, instead of just rushing into the interview room, maybe being sweaty, being out of place, being disordered, and then like this is gonna show in the interview. Another thing is this, guys: if you aim to come early, if you have problem with transport or any other thing, you might still make it in time. Whereas if you aim to come there right on, spot on, if you have any kind of problem with transportation or anything, you come late, and that is a bad step. That's a bad first impression, a bad first step for your interview. My tip number 4 is this: practice giving answers in short time. So this is the difference between an MMI and a normal interview. So a normal interview, most of the time you don't have a time limit, or if you have a time limit, it's a very huge amount of time. Whereas an MMI is different, as in you have very much less time. So this is the set of skills that is specifically for the MMI. You need to learn to give your answers in a short amount of time, so you need to practice that. So when you ask the question, you want to be able to get to your point very quickly, because you don't have that much time to go around and start talking about other things, because before you know it, the time of your interview is gone, and then you won't be able to really get to the point, to get to say what they want you to say. So just practice with your friends, with your family at home. Set a timer, I don't know, 5 minutes timer, or you can even set less time. So for example, if the station you're going to is a 5 minutes, you can set 4 minutes, just so you can train yourself on answering questions in 4 minutes. Then in the interview, you know you have 5 minutes, so you can even expand a little bit. So just like put yourself under that pressure of trying to answer questions in a short amount of time. You need that training to be able to answer questions in a short period of time in an MMI. Now this leads on to my next tip, my tip number 5, and is this: learn to improvise. Now, because of the short amount of time given, you don't really have time to really think too much. So when you ask the question, you might have maybe 5 minutes in the station to answer. So those 5 minutes, you need to basically listen to what is being asked, think of an answer, and then explain your answer. So you need to learn to improvise. So when you're preparing for interviews, don't learn things like, don't memorize stuff, because you won't know what question is going to be asked. So you might memorize something, and then in the interview you have another question. So you need to train yourself from being able to improvise, come up with answers very quickly, think very quickly, and get to your points very quickly. So yeah, learn to improvise. Now my tip number 6 is this, and to me this is the most important, or at least one of the most important, and it's this: clear your mind after each station. And to me this is a tip that can make or break you, because this is something that can make you fail your interview even if you prepared. So this is the thing about MMI, which is to me a good or can be a bad. You have like multiple interviews with different people. So for example, you might have 8 stations. Now they are independent from each other, meaning that if you fail a station, you can still make up for it in the other stations. But this is what happens. So someone might prepare for their interview like very well, and then they get to their first station, and then they ask a question that they didn't really know, and maybe they don't really do too well in that station. Now what happens is, after they come up from that station, they need to move on to the next station. So in some cases you might have like a rest station, but in most cases after a station you're going straight to that station. So what happens is, after people finish that first station where they didn't really perform well, they panic, they start to panic. They think they've already failed their interview, they can't get into the university, and then because they're panicking, all the things they've prepared just goes away. So when they go to the other stations, when they ask a question that they know, technically they know, they've prepared for it, it goes away. They're not able to say anything because they're still worried about the previous station. So what I would say is this: after a station, don't think about it. After all your interview, you could then collect yourself and then think about what stations you did well and what stations you did wrong. But after each station, just take it out of your mind completely, move to the next one and keep going. So basically what I'm trying to say is that you want to get into each station with a clear mind, with a new mind. So finish a station, take it out of your mind, be a new person, go to your next station and do the same to the end. So guys, that's it for me. This is just like a quick video on general MMI tips. So as I said before, don't think of an MMI as something different from an interview. So there are resources out there on how to tackle an interview. So those resources are going to be useful for you as well if you do an MMI. So thank you guys for watching. I think this is the second video of the series I'm deciding to make on interviews. So stay tuned for more, subscribe so you don't miss anyone. That's it for me. Good luck on your interview process, and see you guys later.